O positive. It is the most common blood type on Earth, carried by roughly 4 out of every 10 people. Blood types come in positive and negative. Positive means carrying one extra surface label that most people share. Negative types are missing it. It carries no A or B labels, which gives it a rare power. It can go into any other positive patient without their body fighting it. That makes O positive one of the 2 emergency blood types, the one that works for most of the world, because most of the world is positive. Scientists trace its dominance to the first human hunters, shaped by constant exposure to wild diseases long before farming changed the threat landscape. That same openness makes O blood a harder target for the deadliest malaria parasite, which is why O dominates in regions where malaria shaped human survival for thousands of years. O blood also flows more freely than other types, less prone to dangerous clots in the arteries and veins. The price of that freedom is slower wound closure and a slightly easier entry point for cholera and norovirus. The most relied upon blood on Earth, because of what it lacks, not what it has. A positive. It is the second most common type, found in about a third of people. It carries the A label, which means it can receive A or O blood, positive or negative, and its immune system is sharpened to fight anything carrying the B label. That sharpness is the point. Scientists link the rise of type A to the rise of farming, as people built the first villages and cities across Europe and Asia, living in close quarters with shared water and shared disease. The A label appears to have given those populations a stronger defense against the bacteria that thrived in those conditions, the ones that spread where sewage and drinking water overlapped. Types were better equipped for civilization than the populations they spread through. The trade-off is that same aggression turned inward. A blood clots more readily, and the bacteria most linked to stomach cancer targets A-type cells in the gut more than other types. The immune system that helped build the ancient world still runs hot today. B positive. It is rare in the West but dominant across Central Asia, where the great overland migrations left their deepest mark. It carries the B label and can receive B or O blood, positive or negative. Scientists trace the B label's spread to the nomadic populations who crossed the Asian plains for thousands of years. People who moved constantly, encountered new environments, new climates, and unfamiliar bacteria at every turn. The B label appears to have given those populations an immune edge suited to exposure and movement, a body tuned to recognize threats it had never met before, not the settler's immune system built for one place. The wanderers. The trade-off is specificity. The B label's defenses have gaps, and it carries a higher risk of pancreatic cancer across multiple large studies. But no blood type in human history has covered more ground, or left a clearer biological signature of how far our ancestors traveled. AB positive. It is the youngest blood type in the human story, carried by fewer than 1 in 25 people. It only exists because A and B populations met and mixed across Eurasia within the last few thousand years. Its rise tracks the trade routes and migrations that brought 2 historically separate bloodlines into the same place for the first time. The result is a blood type that carries both the A and B labels, giving the immune system a wider ability to recognize threats from 2 completely different evolutionary environments. In medicine, that combination made AB positive the universal recipient. It can accept blood from every other type on the list, the easiest patient to match in any hospital in the world. Their plasma, the liquid part of blood, can go to anyone. The price of carrying 2 complete immune legacies is that both come with their original costs. AB positive runs the highest risk of dangerous clotting and heart problems of any group. The newest blood in the human story carries the most history inside it. O negative. It is where the rare blood begins, carried by only around 7% of people. It has no labels at all. Not the A, not the B, not the plus, which makes it the universal donor. O negative blood can go into literally anyone on Earth, regardless of their type. That is why it is the blood loaded onto helicopters, kept in reserve for newborns, and used for unidentified trauma patients when there is no time for a single test. It is the most valuable blood in any crisis, not because of what it contains, but because of what it carries for everyone. Its rarity is likely the mark of small, isolated communities where this trait took hold early and held steady as those populations spread. The same openness that makes it universally compatible means it carries the same O-type vulnerability to cholera and norovirus. Demand for O negative never stops because everyone can receive it and only a few can give it. The rarest commodity in any blood bank is the one that belongs to no one and serves everyone. A negative. It is rarer still, found in roughly 1 in 16 people. It carries the A label but is missing the plus label entirely. That scarcity makes it precious. A negative red cells can go to A positive, a negative, AB positive, and AB negative patients, a wider reach than most people realize, and in shortages it fills the gap where O negative runs dry. The A label brings the same farming-era immune strength as A positive, a body better equipped to fight the bacteria that spread to early crowded settlements. Being negative adds something rarer still. When a negative mother carries a positive baby, her immune system can begin treating the baby's blood as foreign, a challenge that stumped evolution for thousands of years. Medicine solved it with a single shot developed in 1968. That a negative survived at all, against that reproductive pressure, across all of human history, is a story of a blood type that refused to disappear. It still hasn't. B negative. It is one of the scarcest types on Earth, carried by only about 1 or 2% of people. It carries the B label, the immune edge of the great overland migrations, and is also missing the plus label. That combination makes B negative a blood type that should barely exist. The B label spread through Central Asia. The negative status concentrated in Europe. B negative only appears where those two migration histories crossed, a geographic accident so rare that the overlap barely registered. A B negative patient can only receive B negative or O negative blood, which means every B negative donor is genuinely irreplaceable to the small group of people who need them. There is no large backup pool. There is no substitute. The B negative donor carries the immune legacy of the great Asian migrations inside a blood type rare enough that even hospitals sometimes scramble to stock it. It is the most improbable blood type on Earth, the product of two separate human journeys that only occasionally ended in the same body. A B negative. It is the rarest blood type in the human species, carried by well under 1% of people. In many countries, fewer than 1 in 200. It is the improbable endpoint of everything on this list, the youngest label combination, A and B together, in a body that is also missing the plus label. In emergency medicine, it holds a paradox. Its plasma can go to anyone. The same universal gift as all AB blood, making AB negative one of the most sought-after plasma donors in the world. Its red cells are among the hardest to match. The combination makes AB negative donors doubly valuable. Universal plasma for any trauma patient, and red cells so rare that finding a compatible match in a crisis is among the hardest problems in emergency medicine. To exist at all, AB negative required two people, one carrying the A legacy of farming civilizations, one carrying the B legacy of the Great Migrations, both without the plus label, to meet in the same place at the same time across thousands of years of human movement. AB negative is the rarest signature a human body can carry. The final, unlikely word in a story written across thousands of years of migration, survival, and chance. Don't just live in your body. Subscribe and understand it.